Hello and welcome back. If you're new to my channel, I'm Deirdre, and today I'm going to be talking about some of the routines that I use just on a weekly basis to keep myself, well, free of having to think about those sorts of things. The things that need to be done every day, repeated over and over again, that I just want to be literally no-brainers. So I'm going to talk to you about them today and see if any of them could be of use for you. But first, because I have so many fabulous new subscribers, hello, welcome, I thought that it might be time to do a Q&A, which I haven't done for about a year. It would be really just to get anybody up to speed or any questions that you have, and I've had so many really good questions that I haven't, honestly, I've been terrible in the comments recently. This is not like me. I haven't been answering, this is not me. I'll get back on track. You've got to forgive us people in the southern hemisphere because this is holiday time here. This is our long summer holiday. It isn't just Christmas and then back to work, but it is for some. But really it's the time when the city's really quiet and everyone's away or at the beach. So even though I haven't technically been having a holiday, my mind has been, I think, and so I've definitely been on go slow. Anyway, there have been some great questions, and as a result I think I'd like to see what you're thinking, see what you'd like to know, and yeah, just send me either in the comments below, or if you're on Instagram you can DM me and just let me know any of your questions that you have that, I don't know, I'll probably be able to answer. Oops, bring you down a bit. Here you are. Now, as you know, I'm never one to say that I do this, so should you. I'm just throwing these out there as some things that I do that help me to stay on track. So please don't think I'm saying this should be your way of doing it, but I do think that routines help you to free your brain up. The more you can free up your mind from the daily dross, basically, then the better it is to, sorry, my phone's, you know me, my toy watch. I still haven't got over it, sorry. Yeah, the better it is for freeing up your life so that the other things that are really important to you have a space. You have the time to put into working on them, and that's always a good thing. Sorry, I even took notes, I know. See, I told you, it's summer holidays here, brain fog time, it's terrible. My week of routine starts on Sunday evening because that's the thing that makes the rest of the week go really well. It means that at some point on Sunday evening I will sit down and I will look at my bullet journal. I'll check over the past week, see if there's anything that needs to be done and added to the coming week. I'll think about the things that I've got on in the coming week. Is there anything I should add to that, or any notes I need to make on it? And, you know, start thinking about them again for the next day. So it's always a good idea to just go through, and some people journal at that point and think about, do a sort of a forensic analysis of the last week. I always make a couple of notes. Sorry, really low plane going over. That's interesting. Yeah, I always make a few notes on what went well the week before, something that I didn't do so well, something that was more of a challenge, and what I'd like to be doing for the week ahead, how I'd like to approach that. Then I have my, what I call my super drink. Once a day, and one of the reasons I'm probably not feeling on top of par is that I haven't been taking it, which is the thing, but it's full of all green goodness and some protein, and I always put in some you know, different matcha powder, and I put some cacao powder and some turmeric, basically anything that I can add that's a nice healthy way to add some great nutrients to my diet, and it's easy, so it's just ready to go. And these are all the dry ingredients, and what I do is I have some little reusable plastic cups, and I just sit there like a conveyor belt and fill each one up with each of the products that goes into it, dunk, 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 just conveyor belt style. So I end up with 7 days of my super drink that are ready to just be popped into my mixer, and, you know, with some water or some almond milk or cow milk or maybe half a banana or something like that, and it's ready to go. And I don't have to go through each one of these packets each time and fill up my drink. It's already done. Sundays also, not every Sunday, but most Sundays, it's skincare Sunday. So that means really good super cleans, putting on a mask and sitting around and doing my nails and doing my toes and all of that sort of stuff while I watch a bit of Netflix or something like that. So it's also just a little bit of extra care night. Then for the rest of the week, I just go into my normal morning and evening routine. So I've just zoomed you back out a bit because I think I was just a bit too close. Anyway, so the mornings are a bit of a zombie time for me at the moment. That's when my doctor said adrenal fatigue, mild case, just, you know, take care of yourself a bit more. I thought, yeah, that's probably right, because I normally sort of wake up, I'm really perky in the mornings and jump out of bed, but at the moment I haven't been, and that's not a good thing. So I've been really working on the routine in the morning. So when my alarm goes off, I get up, I wash my face. That helps to start waking me up, and I brush my teeth straight away. And that's a really good thing for me. Then I go and put the kettle on to start the water for my lemon. I always have a lemon juice and warm water in the morning, hot water, and that's my starter for the morning. While that's heating, I go and make my bed so I don't get back into it, because the temptation is so strong to get back into bed. But instead I go and make it so the bed's made, and by then I'm able to come out and sit on the balcony and enjoy the morning. It's often quite early. I like being up early, and I'm really fighting to get that back at the moment. So I love it when the birds are just starting to call, and it's a beautiful time of the day. So I try to make the most of that. So after I finished my lemon, I jump into my gym gear and get ready for a walk. But before I go, I always throw in even just a really small load of laundry, so I'm always on top of it. By the time I've come back, then it's ready. We have outside washing lines here, which is just lovely. In the summer you can dry your clothes out in the sunshine and the fresh air, which is beautiful. And so I just pop that out on the line, and then I'm ready for my super drink. After that, of course, it's just shower, dress, and I'm ready to start the day. And it's a really good way, for me anyway, to have that routine, so it is in that no-brainer area. My gym clothes actually are part of my evening thing. I put out my clothes, my gym clothes from the night before, and so that they're ready to get into. And once I've done all of that, my brain is really back to normal. So what about the evening? Well, by the end of the day, if you're anything like me, you're ready to sit down and just have a bit of chill time, spend some time reading or watching a bit of television or something, watching a program or film, and you're ready for the day to be over. But on the other hand, there's nothing worse than getting up to a house that's untidy or dishes that aren't put away or whatever. So I always do a walk through, put everything away, put any laundry in ready for the next morning, and just get the house looking tidy. Kitchen, obviously. Excuse me, frog and throat again. Back to my tea. Right, so kitchen, obviously, everything from meal, you know, washed, put away, everything wiped down. This is every evening I do this. The benches are always wiped down, and for those of you with families, you know, you wipe it down. You'll have to come back 5 minutes later and do it again, but you do, because you don't want to get up to it in the morning. I always make sure the sink's all nice and clean, shine the sink in the evening, and that's something that the Fly Lady encourages people to do, and I think it is a very good idea. I think I've probably always done it without sort of thinking about it as being, you know, shining my sink, whereas now I do think about it like that. So I just toss some bicarb into it, bicarb soda, and just give it a good quick scrub, and it all comes up fresh and clean, which is lovely. So after I've done that, I'll fold any washing, put that away, and then I will take out any recycling, take out any of the rubbish, the trash that needs taking out, and then it's really a matter of my normal evening skincare, and then I will get out the bullet journal again, have a quick glance at the day to come, make sure that I've gone through everything that I was meant to do that day, move it on to the next day if I haven't, and then I put out my gym clothes and pretty much what I'll be wearing for the next day. And that's really my Sunday evening, my morning and my evening routines. And once they're all done, then the week, the days, they go pretty easily. Now there are a couple of other things that I do on a fairly sort of set regular basis. For example, Tuesday is a really good day in Melbourne to buy your fruit and veggies. So I often do my shopping on those days, and quite often at a market. Now a lot of people do it on the weekends, and that's fine too, but if I get a chance I will do it on Tuesday, because everything's been restocked and is fresh after the weekend. So that's a good time for very fresh produce. Now another thing I do regularly and it's often the Tuesday, just depends a bit because our petrol prices, our gas prices fluctuate a great deal. So you do have to keep an eye on the prices here, because it makes a difference if you're filling up a big car. So I always make sure that once a week I fill up my car, I check my tyre pressures, I fill up the windscreen washer fluid thingy, and I usually check the oil, probably not once a week, but at least once every couple of weeks I will check the oil, check the coolant level, those sorts of things, and just make sure that my car's cleaned out. And then on Friday usually I take it through the car wash and then vacuum it out and make it look fresh and tidy again. So that's just another thing on the list that is almost a no-brainer. It's not, I have to sort of watch the petrol prices, but that's it. Now, I did promise you a surprise at the end. Tomorrow I'm going to go and meet a golden retriever. And this is a golden retriever girl. She's about 4 years old. Her name's Molly, and she's going to be looking for a new home. For various reasons, her mum isn't able to look after her as well as her mum would, want to do, and because of that, she's doing this incredibly brave thing, and she's letting her go to another home. And right now, it's looking like it might be me. So I may soon be the mother, adopted mother, of a golden retriever. And you know how I love dogs, and you know I've been talking about getting a dog for ages. And this is through a friend of a friend. A very, very dear girlfriend of mine said to her friend when this came up in conversation, "Oh, I know just the person who needs you, to take Molly." And I even met Molly when she was a beautiful, just a fluffy puppy, and she was so, so beautiful. But now all the hard work's been done and she's not going through puppy stage anymore. I shouldn't laugh because it's going to be really hard on this family to give her up, and I fully appreciate that. And if they change their minds, that's fair too. I'll be disappointed, but they have the right to do that. So it's not set in stone yet, but oh wow, I would be such a happy golden retriever mummy. So hopefully I will be able to introduce you sometime in the near future to a beautiful Goldie girl who is going to come and live with me. I think that's rather special. Right, I hope that if you enjoyed this, that you will subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to give me those questions down below in the comments or over on Instagram. And you can ask me just anything you wonder about, or things that I haven't answered from comments that you made earlier that I haven't got round to answering. I'm sorry. I'm going to keep up from now on, I promise. But yeah, so that's what would be great, and I'll sit down and record one of those, which will be fun, I think, I hope. So whatever you're doing today, I hope you're having a lovely time, and I will see you soon. Bye.